So we looked into Charlotte, it's time to build up my boy Magna. Now with my Magna it's going to be slightly different because as you guys can see I've got attack and speed. Those are going to be the two crucial gear sets that I feel like it's just going to be a necessity to have for Magna. Now that final slot, it really can open up. It just really depends on how, you know, the gear sets that you have. So as you guys can see I've got crit damage and you're probably wondering why the crit damage. It's because my crit rate is already high up there, so I'm just going to benefit from the crit damage where it's at right now and then get the additional bonus by having these two sets. So not only am I reaping the reward of having the crit rate and crit damage already high up, but I'm providing him the additional crit damage through their gear sets. Typically, if you don't have the crit rate high up there, then of course you would resort to throwing in the crit rate and then running two sets of the crit rate rather than the crit damage. So you have attack, speed, and crit rate. Or if you want to, the pen is also a nice little option for Magna. That is pretty much going to be the main set build for Magna when it comes to his gear sets and how he's going to be rocking. So attack, speed, and then that last slot you can either do only do crit damage if your crit rate is high up there. Otherwise I would not recommend it. So realistically you're either going to be thrown in the last slot being crit rate or pen. And then of course when it comes to the substats, yeah, you're going to be catering to just magic attack, crit rate, and crit damage. I kind of got lucky with this piece. I was really hoping for when I transcended it to give me more magic attack or crit rate or crit damage, but unfortunately the god roll wasn't in my favor. It is what it is, but that's pretty much what you're going to be catering to and working on to providing Magna that more damage output. Same with the gear sets. I think I've got crit rate on double, yeah, crit rate over here and then crit rate over here, yeah. So I really pushed up my crit rate so that way crit damage wise I can run the two set gear and yeah, have it above the 100% mark. So there we go. That's pretty much Magna in his gear set role. But again, crit rate 2 sets, pen 2 sets. That's pretty much what we're going to be working with if you don't have a high crit rate like I do. So when it comes to working on skills, it's going to be fairly simple for Magna since he's just full on damage. Cater to the ultimate, then work on the second skill, and then work on the first skill if that's something that you want to do. It just really depends on the resources that you have, but I would say at the very least just make sure his ultimate is buffed up decently in terms of damage output and you'll be set. As for the talents, so realistically for most I feel like it's going to be increased magic attack and then battle frenzy, but again if you've got some good high crits going on then damage dealt and 10% crit damage will be optimal, and then this first the stone slot would be catering to crit damage. But again, if your crit rate isn't high up there, then you can resort to buffing up him up on the magic attack and the attack. You can throw that in there too. Defensive side of things, just keep it short and sweet. Endurance, increase defense, give him defense, and then support. You can keep it on swiftness and keep on increased damage resistance, and then support stone speed. Yeah. Oh my god. Wait. Yeah. Speed. I completely forgot speed because I just remembered on the Charlotte video I put HP in there and I forgot that you can also apply speed, but she's quick enough anyway. Regardless, yeah, give Magna speed. And then the last thing, so as I've aforementioned, I do have access to Magna's Greymoor. Now his Greymoor isn't bad in terms of the passive itself, right? You know, giving you speed if you know if the enemy is taking continuous burn damage. Can't go wrong with that with the boy Magna, right? Obviously second skill can block HP recovery, so if there's any type of healing going on, he can kind of put an end to that. But look, he's an attacking unit, that's his main role, so just to keep it short and sweet, just put more power into that man. And so with that, yeah, I do throw in Breath of Darkness. I mean, look, if you've got Julius's Greymoor, you can get that extra 5% if you've maxed it out. I don't know if people, well, I feel like a few people in Global have. You can go down that route. You can get Lich involved to give you that increased crit rate if that's something that you need. Hell, I mean, look, if you're in a position where your crit rate is damn good, pile more crit damage into it, boys. Get it going. So yeah, you guys know the drill when it comes to damage. Obviously you can always resort to Farner's all attack if you've got that one duped out, which I highly doubt. I feel like Breath of Darkness is going to be the one that a lot of people will be catering to, since that's the easiest one to kind of max out. So yeah, if you're not too bothered about, you know, gaining the speed, And then not too bad about needing the HP recovery build, just put more power into it. And then of course the baddest of them all, Fagolions. So of course, since Magna is a burn unit, if you've got the Fagolions Greymore decently high up there with a few dupes in it, make good use of it. Make good use of it. Because those burns, they are gonna hurt. Because of course you're giving Magna a crazy amount of increased damage per burn. So yeah, bear that in mind. But yeah, I mean, it's fairly simple. Just put damage onto this man. I mean, again, where's the SR one? Where is it? Is it no? Yeah. So Yuno's the one that gives you the increased damage from using the ultimate. So I would say cater to that outside the others. Anyway, that's Magna in a nutshell. So as you guys can see, when duping him out, the crit rate gets buffed up, and then on the LR +4. Oh, Magna gets speed on LR +4. I didn't know that. He gets ×2 speed on max. Okay, I was not aware of that. Holy. So yeah, dupes into this man, it will buff him up on the crit rate, as well as his magic attack. Beautiful. And then the last 2 dupes give him speed. Jesus, I wasn't aware of that. So 107, 109, and then the talent tree. Yeah, you can get him to like 111, 112. Damn. Wait a minute. I did not know about the speed. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was not aware of this. Yeah. That kind of changes things now. Damn. The speed for an attacker, especially in the likes of Magna, that kind of sets him apart. That's scary. Oh god. Anyway, that's my boy Magna. Yeah, that's his build basically.